Hello, everyone! This is the Facerollin review of the Jackbox Party Pack by Jackbox Games. I actually remembered who made it this time
Yeah!
because it's in the name of the game.
It sure
Uh,
is.
Um, so, Jackbox Party Pack, $25. You get 5 games, and they're all excellent except for like 2 of them.
Wordsput is not that excellent. Actually, Trevor, I'm curious as to how you discovered this game because I'm pretty sure you're the one who kind of introduced all of us to this.
Yeah, so
Not me. Never mind. Just keep going.
poor Caps. So I found this. I found out this game. Like the reason that Kelly asked me about that is because over the holidays I bought this game prior to coming out, so I could play it with all of my friends and family, and it seemed like a pretty big hit.
That was such a wise thing to do, by the way.
it
That was
was-
a
it
really
was great.
smart thing.
So
What's funny? I was around the same time. I was in like planning myself to get it because I saw
Yeah.
like a bunch of podcasts that I listened to,
Yep.
all talking about Fibbage specifically. And then
Yes,
one
Fibbage
a
is
streamer I watched started playing Drawful on his stream
Yes.
with his fans, and it's so fun.
Yeah, both the highlights of that package. But I found out about it because of actually Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
They have a show called Unprofessional Fridays, where they for like 3 hours every Friday everyone brings a game for people to play, and so one of them brought the Jackbox Party Pack, and they proceeded to play Fibbage and screw each other over for a solid hour. And I decided I needed to check out what that game was, and it was great.
It is incredible.
All right, let's start with. Okay, do you guys want to start with Fibbage or Drawful first?
I'm gonna start with You Don't Know Jack since that's their original game.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't really play You Don't Know Jack.
I played
No,
You Don't
so-
Know Jack a couple of days ago, actually.
Okay, so
My girlfriend
oh,
that I have.
Achievement unlocked.
So I
Uh,
think the biggest problem I had with You Don't Know Jack is like I think I have enjoyed pretty much all of the like You Don't Know Jack installments. Like I used to play them a lot,
Mhm.
but the problem with them is like once you play them with one group of friends, you're kind of at an advantage for any
Yeah.
other times you play it.
But there's also several episodes.
That's true. You could play the other episodes and like
Yeah.
kind of do it that way.
Wait, what? There are episodes in You Don't Know Jack?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are.
Okay. Please explain You Don't Know Jack to me.
So
Okay.
You Don't Know Jack is basically it is styled after a trivia game show.
Yeah.
So Cookie Masterson, who's an incredible host, he's really good. He like if whenever I type in Mike, he actually like calls out my name and has like a joke to tell. And he has several jokes for the name Mike. Like I've played several times, and every time I heard a different one. Um, and yeah, and then like there's trivia, and it's always like it is really up to date. The
Yeah,
trivia and the
it is.
newest one, and the You Don't Know Jack 2015 is very up to date. Like at one point, it referenced how Matthew McConaughey's career is making a big comeback recently, as well as like the newest Dumb and Dumber movie, which only came out a few months ago.
Yeah.
And all of or most of the questions are very like pop culture based,
Yeah.
or are in some way grounded within pop culture, but they can still be about science and history
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But they'll be framed within like a pop culture question. Like one of the questions I got was people are calling Matthew McConaughey's career right now the Matthew McConaissance.
Reconnaissance, yeah.
Yeah. So if we follow this naming structure, does that mean his career followed the Matthew McStone Age, Matthew McMiddle Ages, and then like stuff like that?
Oh, that's cute.
Classical Matt, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this has kind of been the shtick of the You Don't Know Jack series. It's like it's trivia that's grounded in like pop culture references, which makes going back and playing some of the older ones really hard. Because like I don't remember if it was last Christmas or the one before, but I got a pack of like the old You Don't Know Jack games.
Same. Alan got it for me.
Yeah, and I tried to play those with my friends, and we couldn't get any of the answers because they were all pop culture references we didn't get anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But yeah, and then you play all of these games using your phone
Nope.
or tablet or laptop. You just go on their
Basically,
website, type in a code, type in your name, and then you play.
Jackbox.tv.
Yeah.
And that actually was how we managed to play with our guildies, because one of us was screen share on our Skype call so everyone could see the screen. So, this would like Drawful and Fibbage, you usually play it all in one room so everyone can see the screen, but thanks to screen share, we were all able to play it like across like the USA in our own homes just
And
using our
Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
in
awesome.
Canada. So that was really cool.
We played across 4 time zones.
We did. That was pretty dope.
That's cool. I have not tried doing that yet. That's something I'll have to
Uh,
keep in mind, though.
You should totally join in on our guild call.
Yeah! Oh my God, Trevor, you should!
Because you are in the guild.
Am?
Yeah, you're in the Game Grumps guild.
He might have been cold. We've been doing member
Oh.
purges.
I totally forgot that I was in your guild from like the one night I played.
Oh my gosh, you technically are a guildie.
Yeah,
I
so you can
suppose.
totally join.
A level like 5 guildie.
Actually, half the people who are in our calls stopped playing WoW, but they still talk to us all the time.
But anyways,
Yeah, continue.
let's talk about Fibbage then, since
Yes, Fibbage.
Oh yeah.
Fibbage is a game where you lie.
yeah, that is right. You do lie on Fibbage. Thank you, Mike. That was so informative.
Fibbage presents you with a very, very, very obscure trivia question. And the answer is for you to decide and to try to get other people to think your answer is correct.
Yeah, so basically when they ask a trivia question, you put in an answer you think is the correct answer, which it probably isn't, and then everyone's answer comes up on screen, and then based on what people choose yours, you get points. If you choose the right answer, you get points.
Yep.
But also, the game puts in its own lie that if you choose that lie, you lose points.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to do it to maintain balance at some point.
And it is so fun.
It's great.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it'd be fun, but it's actually very, very funny. And the fact that there's a separate point system for funniness, where if you like an answer, is great, so that it's not just based on how correct something is, but also how funny something is. So there's a separate way of winning.
Although there's not quite as much fanfare to just liking answers as opposed to actually choosing them.
Yeah,
Yep,
there's not
that's
as
true.
much like big dickness. Like,
But it is very satisfying when you get both the most points and the most likes, which I totally got last night.
But actually, Trevor,
Yeah.
we realized that when you start a new session of Fibbage or a Fibbage, they have like a question list, and so
Yes.
if you start off a new game, you tend to go through a lot of questions you already know if you've already.
Yes, and we encountered that problem because Evie, Lucas, and I went to go visit Alan over the holidays, and Alan bought Jackbox, and we started it up. And when we played Fibbage with him, the three of us knew all the answers because we'd been playing it with friends and family, and Alan had not played it yet.
Yeah, at that point you just play Drawful, because
Yes, that solves the problem.
yeah, because Drawful is always different, no matter what. Which I'm gonna now move on to Drawful.
Yeah, so Drawful is kind of like the same thing as Fibbage, where you all like jump in a game, and then you have a prompt like flying pineapple, and then you have to draw it on your tablet or your laptop, and then when all the drawings are done, it goes one by one through the drawings, and people have to put down what they think it is.
But in a way that makes other people think that what you wrote down is the correct answer.
Yeah.
So they award the points same way as in Fibbage and stuff, and it's so much fun because
So good.
especially if people aren't artists, because you're just like, what the hell kind of monstrosity did
Yeah.
you burr through your fingers, you know?
Yeah.
We ran into some fun problems when we played it with some of Lucas's friends, because when you start Drawful, it asks you to draw like a profile picture for yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Well,
my last one was real good.
so one of Lucas's friends thought that when we started a new round, that was what he was being asked to do. So he drew his like profile picture for what was actually his answer. So like his thing came up and it was just a picture of like eyeballs, but his actual like question was something like
Exit
insane.
stage left. That was
Yeah,
the
exit stage
the
left.
thing. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
It was
just like, what the fuck?
fantastic. I had no idea what was going on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, like Drawful's excellent just because there's a lot more like variety to it, and so like Fibbage I think is fantastic. But you'll certainly be at an advantage if you're playing it at someone else's place, and they've like just purchased it. But with Drawful, like it's so different and so weird and so like offbeat and random that you'll usually always have a good time with Drawful.
And Drawful also occasionally references the players actually playing it by name.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
I watched it. So I was watching the stream of the guy I was talking about who played Drawful. And his name is Northern Lion, and he is a very, very bald individual, right? Like, he has zero hair. So everyone calls him an egg, right? Instead of webcam, it's an egg cam. And so, and then, people obviously call him very salty, because he gets angry at video games. So one of the drawings was like like a broken egg being salted, right? So every single answer was salty egg, salted egg, salt egg, right? And then one answer was what everyone thinks of Northern Lion, right? And no one picked it because everyone thought it was the joke answer,
right?
But it was the actual answer.
That's amazing.
And he didn't know the game did that. And he freaked out. He was like, wait, I'm in the game. I'm in the computer.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That happened to Jacob as well. He was living in Evie's parents' basement over the holidays.
Son.
Yeah, so he put in his name as Basement Kid, and at one point Evie got her prompt was Basement Kid is the worst.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was great. And yeah, like Drawful, the like there are certain words that come up in Drawful every now and then that there's like unique dialogue for. And so those will sometimes come up multiple times, I've noticed, but it's nowhere near as common as the amount of questions that come up a second time in Fibbage.
Yeah, and I think in Drawful, since every person is represented by a different color, it sometimes even gives you specific questions to your specific color.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Because I was purple a couple of nights ago. And the thing that it gave me was Thin Grimace, as a McDonald's grimace.
I never even like considered that as a possibility. That's really cool.
I think that might also be a thing, but I'm not sure.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. That's crazy.
Most people guessed it was a Poop Man. When I drew it, is it Poo Man or Mr. Potato Man?
Oh yeah, Mr. Sweet Potato Man.
Yeah, because it was purple.
So, have you guys tried playing Wordspud with anybody else?
Yeah, we tried playing that with our guild. It was the worst. Like,
really?
How does Wordspud work even?
So I have found that the way to have fun with Wordspud is you need to have a group of people who are not just typing like a single word. You're actually trying to like write a sentence, like tell a story. And you're jumping off at different points onto somebody else. If you have a group of people who are actually trying to win, I find that Wordspud becomes unplayable because everyone's after points, so they just like downvote whoever's turn it is. So I don't really know why the point system is in WordSpud, but where we have had the most fun with
Yeah.
So wait,
WordSpud,
but how does that game actually work?
I
I
don't
don't
know if
know what that game is.
oh
I haven't
WordSpud,
like
So
got it.
launched it
Okay.
or anything.
So the way WordSpud works is a word appears, and the way the game tells you to play it is like you put in like one word or one phrase that you feel best like conforms to that word, and everyone votes either like yes or no that they want to keep that. And the whole time you're actually making a full send a full paragraph in the background. Like if something gets voted yes, it goes into the back and it becomes like a sentence in this giant story.
Okay.
If people vote no, then it doesn't get added and a new word appears for the next person. Um, we tried playing that, and like the first couple times we just didn't get it. Like everyone just kept voting no on stuff because they wanted points, and so no words ever got added to the story in the back, and then it was over, and we just didn't. We just had a bunch of nonsense back there. But eventually we tried playing it again, and this time we kind of had this idea of like typing out more than just a single word, because you actually get a pretty healthy amount of space. Like you could write a sentence usually. And so that was where we had more fun with it, was when people would try to write like a sentence. For example, not exactly PG, but not like this podcast ever is. We tried playing this with Jacob, and so I kept trying to make Jacob not make it dirty because he was always making it dirty.
Oh yeah.
And so he said masturbating furiously to interracial, and then he couldn't finish it. And so I put in debates on CNN.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so stuff like that is what makes WordSpud good, I think. But if you try to play it normally, it's not great.
Okay. And then
What else is in there?
Lice Water is the very last game.
I never played that one.
Me neither,
Lice
but
Water's
apparently
kinda
that
dumb.
game supports up to 100 players.
It
Wow.
does. It can do it very easily. And the reason it can do it very easily is because what Lice Water is it just puts a what is either the truth or a lie on the screen, and then everyone who's playing just types pushes either truth or lie. And if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, then you don't.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's not great.
At that point, you might as well just play You Don't Know Jack.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of game that I think is made for like you to leave on in like a living room, and people just kind of jump in and jump out whenever they feel like it. Like it doesn't seem like a game that demands a lot of attention.
Or like in a bar or something.
Yeah, something like it'd be pretty
Ooh.
well suited for a bar. Yeah.
Oh, the party pack would be a great game for a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
it
in
would be.
general, just have on.
But yeah, like Party Pack just for Fibbage and Drawful, absolutely worth the $20.
And You Don't Know
yeah.
Jack, also very good.
Yeah, Jack's all right. What was is there another game? Is that all?
No, that was all 5.
Oh, you're right. That is all 5.
Yeah, buy it. That's
Yeah.
like
It
pretty
is
quick.
a game that I enjoy, and that's rare.
Yeah. And I think the accessibility of it is part of what makes it so awesome, because like
Yeah,
it's
actually,
it's
I'm trying
it's
to start a game right after this.
it's the type of pack that like all of those games you could play with people who don't even really play games. Like it's not it's the sort of thing where like anybody who has a phone can give it a shot.
Yeah,
And
like
I
my
think that's
aunt,
ridiculous.
who's like from China, could totally do it. Not that Chinese people are like back asswards, but like she it's terrible with technology and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like the fact that you just need your phone. You don't
Yeah.
need any controllers or anything like that, or have to crowd around like a thing. Like that's great. And I really am curious how they handle all of that server side. Like the back end for that. That is what I'm really curious about.
Yeah, it's pretty genius. I'm a big fan.
hmm
So good.
So back of the box quote.
Back of the box quote. More boxes than you can box a box at.
That's not bad.
Jackbox.
Drawful, the gateway to penises. So many penises. All your friends love penises.
I did try to incorporate a penis into every one of my drawings.
Yeah.
Yep, EB drew one for every single time we played it.
Yeah, Lucas, every single person he drew had a little dick on him.
And my icon that represented me in that game was straight up goatsy.
Oh.
I love how
Oh,
Drawful
no.
is just like exposing our penis-centric like culture to all of our friends. Like we all love dick. Let's just be honest about it.
Yep, pretty much.
What about you, Trevor? Back of the box quote.
Oh man, I don't. I've been trying to think of like a jack off pun the entire time.
Jack
It's
off
not-
pun.
yeah, have a jack off good time. I don't know.
You would help Jackbox off a horse.
You would help.
Just Jack
But would
in the
you
box.
Evie has contributed. Get your jack off.
Okay,
Ah,
there you
that's a
go.
good one.
That's a pretty good one.
Your uncle
Jack.
Jack helped you off a horse. Who would you? Wait, fuck.
My Uncle
Fuck that
Jack
up,
was in
fuck
my
it.
box.
Uncle Jack's a real nice guy. He
Real
helps you
nice.
off horses.
Wink.
Yeah.
What? When did horses become a part of this?
That's what Caps just said. He said if you,
Something
you know,
penises jack off a horse. Anyway.
that's where it was supposed to go. But then Uncle Jack just became a real nice guy who helps you off your horse.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, if your Uncle Jack helped you off a horse, would you help your Uncle Jack off a horse?
Probably not.
There we go. Anyway,
Two-man job.
this has been our podcast.
Yeah, our very
Bye,
professional
everyone.
podcast.
We love you.
Oh, we're adults.
Sleep tight. Unless you're driving while listening to this.
And then
Fuck it. We don't know you.
Jack on the horse.
Oh God.
Yeah.